Every problem you are facing starts with a person in the mirror. I heard this statement recently and it really stuck with me. And then it made me think of the Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. How many times have you looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered, how did you get to this place? Maybe you've gained 20 to 40 pounds. Maybe you suddenly look 10 years older. Maybe you feel tired, worn down, and old. I know I have. Many times I have looked at myself in the mirror over the years and wondered, how did I get here? How did I get to looking and feeling so tired and overweight? I used to be a college athlete, full of energy and looking the part. What happened? I had 6 kids. I started my own business. Life got busy. Work got busy. We're constantly on the go with kids' activities. There's so much to do. I can't sleep. I'm stressed out. I need chocolate. I don't have time. You name it. I found an excuse to justify why I looked and felt so tired and out of shape. But you know what? Every single excuse was a choice that I made consciously or unconsciously. And most of the time, it was the same choice I made over and over again. It's not like I woke up one morning and weighed 20 to 30 pounds more than I did the day before. The weight came on gradually. So did the excuses and the choices. The choice to skip workouts, the choice to eat junk food or grab something quick and easy that may not be very healthy, the choice to reward myself with food. All these choices led to my present self, the person in the mirror. I recently saw a quote JJ Virgin had on Instagram from Dr. Andy Galpin that read, "The inability to sprint at 30 begins at 18. The lack of mobility at 40 begins at 25. The aging you want tomorrow begins with the choices you make today." So who do you want to be 5, 10, 20, or 50 years from now? Well, I want to be an energetic 90-year-old that is mentally sharp and physically vibrant and healthy, who still lives at home, drives a car, and travels. That future me is relying on the person in the mirror to get me there. Will the choices I'm making today allow me to be that independent and energetic 90-year-old? I don't think so. Not all of them. If I continue to make some of these same choices, I will not be the 90-year-old that I want to be. So what choices have you been making? What is the result of those choices? Are you getting the results you want to see? If not, it's time to make a change. In Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, he shows through science that when you live from the future, from a place of who you want to be, you can and will rewire your brain to match the person you want to become. This is the same concept that Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about in his book, Be Your Future Self Now. This is all about being proactive and living the future now instead of being reactive. It's about causing something to happen versus responding to it. Being proactive is living in the future now. Being reactive is living in the past. Our future self begins with the choices we make today. We need to look in the mirror and see which thoughts and actions are being driven from our past and keeping us stuck versus ones that are driving us forward towards our future. The reality is, we make the majority of our decisions based on our past. I know what I need to do to feel better, to feel good and healthy. And I'm sure that you do too. We hear it all the time. But I can get stuck in the pattern of being my past self, living each day like yesterday on autopilot, It's the mentality of, it's what I do and who I am. But what happens is that our friends, our family, coworkers, and even ourselves, we expect ourselves and us to act a certain way because that's what we've done yesterday and the many yesterdays before that. It is normal, comfortable. It's a routine, a habit. It's what has worked to get through the present day. What got you here will not get you there. The choices you made to get you to where you are now won't get you to where you want to be in the future. Your future self depends on you making those choices about how you want to be, do, and have now. So start living your future now. Start by looking at yourself in the mirror, being honest with yourself, acknowledging you are both the problem and the solution. Choose what you want your future self to be. Acknowledge your past behaviors, your thoughts, experiences, and the meanings you have given them that are dictating and influencing your present and your future self. Choose behaviors and thoughts that are congruent with your future self, of who you want to become. And be okay being uncomfortable, having hard conversations, saying no, and doing things differently in order to retrain or rewire your brain and others to your new reality, your new future reality. And then repeat it over and over. Choose your future self every single day. It all starts with the person in the mirror. Be proactive. Choose your future self now. The person in the mirror is the only one that can break the habit of being yourself. Take a look at yourself and make a change.